McLaren's Lando Norris and his former teammate Carlos Sainz were among the most popular duos in F1 in recent times. When Daniel Ricciardo joined McLaren in place of Sainz, it was expected that he and Norris would hit it off instantly as well. However, the bromance that many expected hasn't yet blossomed, and Norris has now given some insight into why. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, why the Norris-Ricciardo bromance hasn't begun yet. Norris began by stating that he and Daniel Ricciardo are good mates. Daniel and I still get on well, we still have good laughs, we're still good mates and everything. However, the reason they haven't clicked is because they have different interests outside of F1. Norris explained that along with contrasting it to Carlos Sainz's interests. But one simple thing is our interests away from the circuit are very different. He's more into making wines and clothing and things, and I'm more into golf and esports and those kinds of things, which Carlos was a bit more into. He further elaborated on how the shared interest with Sainz helped them to hit it off. So Carlos and I would play golf every now and then and get on the sim and race each other and those kinds of things. One simple thing of becoming better mates is spending time together and enjoying yourself, and playing golf was one of those things that made a lot of things better. He signed off by accepting that he has started focusing more on himself this year. I'm not sure, I think I'm focusing more on myself than I have done, focusing on the important things. The things I really need to focus on, which is my driving, having a performance like I'm having this year. Fast feed. Haas driver Nikita Mazepin has suggested that he has to make compromises in terms of weight distribution and setup, which is why he is at a disadvantage compared to teammate Mick Schumacher. His team principal Gunther Steiner has revealed that a new chassis for Mazepin is planned to be with them after the summer break. He explained that his current chassis is a year old, they've raced for a year. Normally every year you make a new one. For sure, the chassis never got lighter over the year. Alpine's Fernando Alonso did a track walk in Portimao this year because it was a new circuit and it was the best weekend. They scored good points and they felt competitive there. He further revealed that they stopped doing it in Barcelona and in Monaco and they came back to not scoring points, so they said, okay, we'll try again in Baku. They finished 6th, so it was their best race, and from that moment they keep doing track walks and it keeps scoring them points on Sundays. At the moment, it's purely a superstitious thing, Alonso surmised. It just occurred to Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas that it's already July, and after the Austrian Grand Prix, it's already August, so he's sure they will discuss his contract with Mercedes soon. He pointed out that Lewis is confirmed, but the other cockpit is still up for grabs, so the team has to make a decision, and he has to have those conversations. He further explained that he loves racing and he loves Formula 1, so it's not certain he will switch to another category in the next few years. Yes, they will have to look at all the options and see the situation as a whole, Bottas concluded. Retired F1 driver Johnny Herbert feels that the one thing you don't want is your number one driver being disrupted by this whippersnapper George Russell coming in, referring to Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. Russell has proved he can jump in Mercedes and do a good job. He can handle the pressure, and Valtteri fits in well at the same time. He is a race winner, always there or thereabouts. Paul di Resta has suggested that it doesn't matter who you are, Lewis knows who the next driver is going to be at Mercedes. That would have been part of the discussion, why wouldn't he ask the question, Paul added. Do you think Lewis Hamilton already knows who his 2022 teammate will be? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.